Let's get it.
What happened?
I'm excited. Let's get it.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Common Sense Podcast, Season 2, Episode 3. That hat. I think it's giving away some stuff.
Yeah. So let me just explain why. This is gonna be out in December-ish. We didn't do anything for the last episode, which is what is released before or on Thanksgiving.
I think it's going to be released before Thanksgiving, but
Yeah, but we didn't do anything for Thanksgiving.
yeah.
So we discussed this.
We ignored Thanksgiving like everybody ignores Thanksgiving. It's sad. It's very sad. We just move on.
Go straight from Halloween to
Christmas.
Christmas. Yeah, no Thanksgiving.
It's not even a nightmare before Thanksgiving, you know? It's like,
Yeah,
it's nightmare before Christmas.
Thanksgiving who? Turkey who?
Exactly.
But yeah. So I'm trying to do, put a little theme, a little bit of a theme on the episode. Merry Happy Christmas and Happy Thanksgiving.
Merry Thanks Christmas.
Happy belated Thanksgiving.
Happy belated Thanksgiving for all of you who aren't subscribed to the Patreon. For all you on the Patreon, happy Thanksgiving, because you'll probably be seeing this. No, actually they won't be, huh?
They'll see this on the Patreon.
The Patreon will have this by Thanksgiving?
Oh no! Wait, well,
That's what I was saying, so maybe I got that.
they probably will, like a little bit after Thanksgiving, if we get it done by then.
Happy belated Thanksgiving is
Happy
Adrian's.
belated Thanksgiving. Yes.
Yeah. How are you doing today, Adrian?
I'm doing all right. I'm pretty tired. I woke up. I went to sleep too late last night. I was playing Minecraft, and then I looked at the time, and I was like, oh dang, it's 11. I'm like, I gotta go sleep. This is a cat. The moment I looked at the clock and I was like, it's 11, instantly shut it off. I'm like, okay, I'm done. I'm out. I cannot. I didn't mean to go till 11 last night, but I did. So
No, you meant it.
no,
No, you meant it. Minecraft is life for.
it's awesome. I love Minecraft, but
Yeah.
that's enough. We talked about Minecraft last time. We don't got.
Yeah, I am exhausted. Work's been crazy, man, and they just love to work your boy.
Yeah.
It's tough to be an MVP, you know? It's tough when people love you. It's tough when people appreciate the work, but man, I had to get this in, man. I ain't going to be somebody who's just work and sleep till I die.
Yeah.
I do this for you. For you out there. I slave for you. I love you guys.
And you.
And you too.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So one thing I do want to bring up is that the music I've been listening to. You know how your music taste changes.
Yeah.
Of course. So my current music taste is song mashups.
Oh, bro, I love it. Oh, dude, I got so much. Man, I love song mashups myself, man.
Yeah. So it's the benefit of having YouTube, as one of the places where you listen to music is like, you won't, because on Spotify you won't find, the mashups because, it's all copyrighted. They're all individual songs. But on YouTube, there's a lot of mashups.
Yeah.
So I'm really enjoying that. And there's a few that they're so good and I listen to them so much that I just know like the flow of the song. So I can just sing it all. And then like even when listening to like the actual like normal song, I would be like, oh, this is the part where it transitions to this song.
Yeah.
And it's I done that one time with some Porter Robinson song. You know that guys?
No.
He's pretty famous. He made like a few like really popular YouTube songs. So yeah, I did that with the Porter Robinson song mixed up with Fireworks sung by a YouTuber called JonTron. You know that guy is or no?
So you're listening to YouTubers mashup songs?
Oh yeah, majority of them are like meme songs where it's like songs that are made as jokes, but like
Yeah.
they just flow pretty well and it's pretty funny.
I got you. There's a channel on YouTube called One Board Jew, and they are like the king of mashups. Like their mashup channel does crazy mixes, literally songs that now that I've heard them, it's ruined the original songs. They mashed up Down with the Sickness with Shape of You by Ed Sheeran.
That's really cool.
And it destroyed both songs for me. Now I can't help but hear both songs now. It's crazy. So it's a weird experience to like find these new songs that you love. There's also a really cool version of September and then a Korn song matchup. So it's September by Earth, Wind and Fire
Yeah.
and then corn mashed up together. It's crazy.
I don't know about corn. There's that song Earth Wind by Earth Wind and Fire mixed with some Post Malone song. It's something. I don't know, but it's like really good ones. I'll link you some stuff that I listen to.
That's dope. Yeah, I'm gonna share with you some mashups.
One of like the most like deep into it I've gotten is what is the main song from Spider-Verse 1?
That is
Sunflower mashed up with Sunflower. They overlaid on top of itself so well. It's really good. I love it.
Okay, that's a crazy one. Okay, yeah, I can't wait to hear that, man. That's interesting, man. The YouTube rabbit hole goes crazy.
It's been a pretty big week, like for us in general. Well, not week. When was the last time? When was our last like recording session when we went to over there?
I think that was last week. That was 16th.
So it's been a pretty. It was a great day. I loved it. It was a great, meeting everybody. It's one of the biggest days we've had as like a like a little group. As our little recording journey goes.
Yeah.
And for me, like one of the big things that's been going on is like I've been trying because I stream on YouTube, but I recently started streaming on Twitch again. But I'm not sure if I want to stay or if I want to go back to YouTube. Because the reason why I went back to Twitch is because there's this thing going on right now, being referred to as the adpocalypse. Have you heard of that before?
Yeah.
Yeah, on YouTube it happened a while ago where I guess some big YouTubers were like doing some really crazy stuff, and the advertisers were like, "Yo, this is whack. We're gonna pull out of YouTube," and thus no one was getting any ad revenue. So recently, do you know anything about the adpocalypse on Twitch?
No, not on Twitch. I know on YouTube they've been fighting with that.
So yeah, there's an adpocalypse kind of on Twitch. I'll explain a little bit, where it started initially by one of like the bigger creators, like basically calling another culture inferior. It related to stuff in the Middle East. And then at first he was like unremorseful about it. Then he got banned for like a few days, and like after that, like he kind of like just switched up. Like, yo, I'm sorry guys, this was a long time coming. Me getting banned, like so I'm sorry for what I said, But then that wasn't like the main thing, but it did spark a catalyst of like just stuff kind of like tumbling over. From my knowledge, there's like other stuff happening where other people are like saying very other hateful stuff as well, to where finally like the advertisers are like seeing this and be like, okay, that's not good. We don't want to advertise on this stuff.
That
one
will get you kicked off YouTube just doing anything like that. So Twitch is a little more wild west with it, but that's crazy. I haven't heard of much of this.
That happened, and then specifically advertisers pulled out of certain tags, which you can tag your stream a certain thing. Like if you talk politics, you can tag your stream as politics, and then like it'll just be tagged as politics. But then advertisers would not advertise on streams labeled as politics. So then they pulled out of politics specifically, and specifically only like other like tags as well. Maybe like there's like politics, like some other like still more controversial tags.
Right.
Other tags are not affected I don't think at all or as much. Like other certain type of adult tags, that were on Twitch, like lots of advertisers, which for me is really cool because then that kind of content won't be as promoted as much and won't be as prominent on that platform, which has what initially drove me away from the platform in the first place. But now after the adpocalypse and the demonetization of that kind of content, and making it less prevalent, has encouraged me to try again on Twitch.
No more adult content on Twitch, please.
Yes.
Let's stop that. Too many kids use Twitch. We don't need that no more.
And people are like, oh, but like it's live content. We're adults. We can do whatever we want. But it's like you have to be honest with yourself, bro. Kids are watching that stuff. Like the biggest creators, kids are watching that, and they do promote. All the biggest
creators have large children audiences,
but it's very adult content as well. That's the problem. So we need to like adults, like become an adult and like acknowledge like there's a reality where there are kids on this platform, and you need to at least at the very least like moderate what you promote or like say or do. You know what I mean? I'm not saying like do my rules, but it's also like just accept the reality of this situation.
It's just the nature of the platform. I think that was one of my biggest issues with Twitch as well. That's actually I deleted the app off my phone, stopped using my account for a while, like a year, because I was tired of all the hidden adult content, and so I am very happy to hear that. Very happy to hear that that there is less revenue going towards them, because I
Yes.
think it's going to discourage a lot
Yeah.
of what they're doing, and hopefully it encourages those who are catering to that video game audience. You know,
Yeah.
children love video games, man. Adults love it. We all love it. That's something that we all connect on.
Yeah,
You know, so
I mean, it initially started out as a gaming platform. It still pretty much is. It still very much is a gaming platform, but I'm very excited to go back to Twitch and just see how it is, because I've been considering it. I don't know if it's beneficial to me even to go to Twitch when I could go to YouTube, where everything is more centralized, and I was streaming on there for a year, But I've been thinking about it, so I'm gonna see how Twitch goes. If I like it or not, then I'm gonna I'll stay or I'll go back to YouTube. We'll see.
Common Sense on Twitch or what?
We could,
I would love to do some Twitch episodes. I got introduced to Twitch by my friend Nira Gojira. He's an incredible video game player. He's recently started going to events for not Killer Instinct. I forget. I can't never enunciate the game that he's playing right now, but he's a fighting game expert. So if any of you guys love Twitch, that was NIER _ Gojira, GORIJA. This dude's a monster. He loves to fight people. So if you got a Twitch account, you should go lock in and get whooped by him. Shout out to the homie Mario.
That's great.
But yeah, I think Twitch is such a beautiful community when it comes to like playing, when it comes to like even the way Discord has made like a nice little community for video gamers.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that space is so pure, and it's not necessary to have any sort of nastiness like that, like and it's people are people, man. I like how you brought that up, following my rules. Like it's not just a personal worldview thing, it's just reality of things, man. And some things should be left for kids. We should have spaces for kids, and I think Twitch could be a great there's a great opportunity for Twitch to take over where TV's like reducing, less people watch TV. Yeah. But there's definitely more of an audience that's going to move towards the internet and places like Twitch.
It's been on the internet.
And it's been that way, yeah.
YouTube has been like one of the top dogs.
YouTube is the top dog, I think, is. But I feel like Twitch can follow. And YouTube kind of gets crazy with their censorship. Still love you, YouTube.
It's still a great platform,
Yeah, but it's still a great platform. That's what's good, is even though their censorship can be heavy sometimes, it's awesome to see that they're developing it, because it's such a mass audience. So I'm hoping Twitch can do the same thing and become more content creator friendly, so that they can blow somebody up the way Mr. Beast has, you know, so that Twitch can. And I think they have. I think there's a lot of people who've got famous off Twitch and done things off Twitch.
It's just one of the problems is that like it's been like that for a while, where like it's very difficult to grow on Twitch just on your own, like because the bigger creators are going to be at the top of the list always. Yeah, no one's going to scroll down to like see you at like with your one viewer at the bottom. No one's going to do that, so it's very hard to grow like that. And they don't really have many features that help the smaller creators go up the ladder.
It's because Twitch is a younger platform. I think that's it. Like they haven't been around for a small amount of time. They've been around for, I think, over 10 years. But
but
it's still young as a platform, relatively. So I'm hoping, that'd be great. Help out the Common Sense podcast so we can grow our Twitch audience, please. We would love that, Twitch. That's an interesting topic, man. That's a very interesting topic to see how the world is changing like that, and to know that a majority of people, they're not going to be watching TV anymore in the future.
No, they're not watching now.
So like in 5 years, 10 years, it's no one's going to be watching TV. Yeah. And it's going to be a lot more people on Twitch, even more people on YouTube. That's a weird thought to think about, because YouTube's audience is already in the billions.
Yeah, it's growing like crazy. Yeah.
So that's gonna be crazy. So man, I wanted to definitely take the time to kind of cater to the holidays,
Okay.
Today's episode, as you see with this nice hat on Adrian's head, we have a chance to just get festive. We didn't show Thanksgiving love, so we gotta show Thanksgiving love. But I definitely wanted to take the time to talk about Christmas first. Okay. Since we got the hat out, you know. And
I got another beanie actually. I don't know if you want to wear it because you just did your hair. But here, I got a little Christmas beanie. Yes. Elf from the movie Elf.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh, this is tight.
That's cool, huh?
Yes. Oh, that's fire.
That fits you actually. That's pretty cool.
Oh, heck yes.
Is it too small or is it good?
Oh, this is good. I look good.
Like a Christmas gangster. Like you would like
Hey.
like I would see you in like the alley in like the North Pole. You know what I mean? Like
Yes, sir. I'm from the South Pole.
You want some candy corn? What's going on?
In Elf, one of my favorite jokes is when the small guy gets mad and he's like, "You're an elf," and then he's like, "You must be from the South Pole." So that's one of my favorite jokes in Elf.
Just the casual elf racism, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's funny because my sister tells my 19-year-old sister tells my my 6-year-old sister, like, you're an angry elf, and then the little sister gets all mad and stuff. It's funny.
You're an angry elf. But yeah, man, I think it's a beautiful time to get into, you know, memories. I think Christmas makes me feel so nostalgic, man. It's the time of the year where I think people get a little more jolly. It's just the spirit of it. Now that we're done with the spooky side of the year with Halloween, we still got to get through Thanksgiving at this point in time as we film today. But I believe there's just this nice spirit that goes around where people want to be more giving, where people really reflect on the whole year and they see, you know what, I could have been a little more kind. I could have been a little more this. And people really try to set off their new year with like a little more, with some lightheartedness, with some love, man. So I just wanted to ask, man, what's your like favorite Christmas memory?
Christmas
your
memory?
favorite Christmas memory, like the thing about Christmas that you love the most, man.
I think that's a tough one. I think for me, Christmases are very, very similar because I'm only 20 years old. Right? I've only had 20 Christmases under my belt.
That's crazy.
And even less so if you don't count the ones that I don't remember. You know what I mean? Like when I was like 1 or 2. You know what I mean? So I mean, I only have 20 Christmases under my belt. I don't know, like just like generally it's just like the memory or like just the repetitiveness of always meeting up, you know, at my grandparents' place. And you know, one unique thing that my family does is it's like, I don't know if other families do this, but like my grandma, she doesn't like write the names of like the people in the presents. She puts numbers and then like she looks at the list of that she has, like, oh, number 2 is this person right here. Okay, because there's a lot of people in the family.
Cool. Yeah, that's really cool.
And then what we do is my sister is usually the older sister is usually the person that passes out the gifts. So we all the family gathers around, or on one side of the family, because we do Christmas separately. Not because my parents are not divorced, but like, you know, big family, so you gotta kind of gotta, you know, split in half kind of. So on my dad's side, we would go to my dad's place, and it's a pretty big family, right? So there's a ton. So we all bring our gifts to our grandparents' place, and we put them under their tree. And then at the end of the night, we sit down around the tree, and then we just all my sister would then look at the gift, like, okay, this is from this family of this person to this person, and then we should like pass it out, everything. And then my little sister's getting in on that too, passing the torch down. So it's pretty cool. And yeah, that's just like the kind of the memories we always do kind of for my dad's side of the family.
So it's like numbers? Is it random when she's wrapping the gifts and putting the numbers on it? Or does she know, does she have the list of the numbers before she wraps
I think it's just easier for my grandma to write the number down than the name. So, but she already has like the list of the numbers and the names on here. So like, okay, grandma, this is number 2. Who's number 2? And then she'll be like, oh, this is this person. So yeah.
That is so cool. I've never heard of that. That's dope, man.
Yeah.
For in my family, we have the Secret Santa list. So whenever we it always be the adults. We have so many kids, so many adults. You know, Mexican Christmas.
Yeah.
And so when it comes to who gets gifts for who, by age, they get the youngest child in the family, and one adult would get them, going all the way up until about, I think after 17, you get cut off.
Well, so it's by, you said by age, one adult will get a gift for one child.
Yes.
Okay.
And that's random. So they'd get a hat, they put the names in it, and every adult would pick, and you got the kid, and you don't tell anybody what kid you got. So it's Secret Santa.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Everybody's doing that, and the kids would get a list. So your name would be on the Secret Santa list. And you'd write out everything you want, everything you're hoping for. Then you put it in the hat, and that's what the adults got.
That's pretty cool.
It's really dope. It's an amazing thing.
Who gets the adults' gifts?
So the adults would usually like get each other's gifts.
Okay.
So they have their own. There's a separate hat for the adults.
I see.
But you know, it's like it's mainly we focus on the kids doing it, like opening their gifts and stuff. Like, but I think the age cutoff was 17. So as soon as you're 18, you start getting a gift.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
it's no longer you get picked in the kids.
It's like reverse Social Security. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you pay for it when you're young, and then you get it when you're old.
And it's really cool because like the whole family's there. In our small house where I grew up, we had it packed out with like 40 people, all family. You know, and so
that's crazy.
It's just wild. You sit there as a kid. I could remember all the times just sitting there. As far as my favorite memories of Christmas, it's sitting there opening up my gifts and all the family just like watching.
Yeah.
And then we'd wait till midnight till we do it, you know? So like it'd be a whole event and it's like everybody's anticipating it. Everybody's ready to go. And it's just so much fun things. I remember I got my first acoustic guitar from my Uncle Mac. Wow. Shout out to you. And I started crying and it was a beautiful thing, man. And so I think that goes a lot to why I love Christmas, dude. They gave me a little Trolls doll first, cool. A little pink Trolls doll to be like, this is your gift. Oh. And then they brought out the guitar.
That's really cool.
I was like, dude, this is dope. And so it's just a fun time, man. It's such a cool time to remember that, especially with like I'm older now. I'm 30. And there's people who passed and stuff. So like my most fond memories of like my family that's passed away is from those times at Christmas, man, and being there with them. So it gives me a chance to like reflect on all those people I love, all those people I miss. Yeah. And it's not even a painful miss, you know. It's like it's very joyful. It's a joyful miss. It's like what gives me my humanity, you know.
It's fair. I think. Since you bring that up, yeah, I had a recent death in the family. Obviously, not to bring the tone down, like not a big deal. I mean, it is a big deal, but like, yeah, you know what? Let's just address it. I mean, you guys don't know, but it's fine. We had a recent death in the family, and so it's the first time we have had a death like that, like since I was born. Like,
wow,
yeah. So this year is gonna be like the first year where it's gonna be truly like different, truly changed. Other than a new person being added. Because it's always like your family's always growing, right? But then this is this first year where like a pretty major person is now gone, and it's sad, obviously, but that's like so that's what's significant about this year, just to see how that's gonna turn out. You know, I still love everybody. Like there's nothing changes in that sense. So yeah, that's just.
Yeah, man, my condolences, dude. Nice. But yeah, I think what you're gonna see is like once you see like those people aren't there. For me, like when I was 17. I was in the 11th grade when one of the uncles who raised me passed away, my Uncle David. And every Christmas after that was crazy. Even this year, you know, every day that I think of him, you know, it's like there's always a miss. You never stop missing people like that. Mm-hmm. But I think especially at Christmas, like, man, I can remember all the times with my uncle at Christmas. And that's when like it brings smiles to my face. It like warms my heart. It like gives me the butterflies in my stomach and stuff, and just makes me feel good to reminisce on my uncle like that. Yeah. To reminisce on all the things, to see pictures of all of us huddled at the table and stuff like it. Man, and it's such a different thing to look at it now as a grown adult. Like all the things they were probably feeling, and you're a kid. Yeah, and just I can almost put myself back into those kids' shoes and just forget about bills, forget about all these adult worries we have, and even forget about the way the things in your family, you know, families go through fights and all that. Yeah. All that goes away when you just think about the good times. Yeah. And Christmas brings up the good times. For me, they just bring up the good times so much, regardless of how the world is, regardless of all the things on Twitch and YouTube. And regardless of the grind, you know? Yeah. I love this time, man. I absolutely love Christmas. And I'm hoping that for all you out there who maybe Christmas isn't such a joyful time, I hope that some Christmas cheer comes to you. I hope something beautiful goes down during Christmas. I hope something incredible happens for you. so that you can start getting those good memories, so that this cheerful time of year could be spread to you as well. You know, for all you cynical adults out there, let's keep the Christmas spirit alive. We need at least one time of the year where everybody's just nice.
Yeah. Amen.
Yeah.
You know, but in terms of Thanksgiving, though, the one that we haven't addressed,
right?
We have a bit of a couple segments here. Let's just jump right into them. Peter, what is your prepared segment?
For Thanksgiving, I just wanted to go over what we're grateful for. You know, Thanksgiving is such a beautiful time in its own right. I think for the football fans out there, let's go. Shout out to the Colts. I'm an Indianapolis Colts fan. Don't ask me how it started, but I'm from California, so it doesn't make sense. But
how did it start?
Don't ask. I'll go over that some other time just to not get sidetracked. But for all you who love football, you know Thanksgiving is such a beautiful time to watch some football. For all you who love food, for all you turkey lovers, I don't know why you love turkey so much. I don't like dry turkey. Fried turkey is it though. Have you ever had fried turkey?
I don't think I have.
You need to have fried turkey.
Okay,
I need to get some fried turkey to let you try.
Okay.
Shout out to homie Byford for giving me fried turkey. For all you who love mashed potatoes, for all you who love big floating balloons, such a good time for that. You know, Thanksgiving parade in New York. Everything that goes down, everything that we get to see during Thanksgiving. All you who love to dress nice to just go eat, you know. All you who love to take selfies, all you who love. There's so many reasons, you know. Turkey bowls. Did you guys ever play football as a family?
No.
For all my homies on the block and stuff, we used to have a little turkey. Well, we just wake up early in the morning before the football game starts, before people come over, and we just go out and play football, man. Go out and get it in. That's the turkey bowl.
Oh, it's the turkey bowl.
Turkey bowl.
I was thinking like a salad.
Turkey bowl is crazy. Turkey bowl. I don't know what that is.
I don't know. I don't know what you're referring to. So
turkey bowl.
Okay, turkey bowl and Super Bowl, but turkey. Okay, I was like confused for a second. I was like, what are you saying? But,
yeah, there's no official turkey bowl.
Yeah.
But like, I think that's what it was, like a day where all the homies would come together and we're just gonna go throw around the football real quick. Some people who never pop out, you know, like they pop out and we just go play a game of football. I gotta have a turkey bowl with my nephews and stuff and with my family. We gotta get that in, even though I'm a little older and slower for football. You know,
you be the ref, the coach.
Yeah, I could. Yeah, I'd be down to be a ref. Actually, I'd be down to. We needed a ref out there.
Yeah,
it was rough. Yeah, dude, the little family, like, no, that wasn't a touchdown, and the little rivalries that come. But I just wanted to talk about what we're most grateful for this year. I think Thanksgiving is a beautiful time, even though it was a time where pilgrims came in.
Yeah.
Did people dirty, you know?
That's why I didn't bring pilgrim hats. I was like, I don't know if I want to do that right now, I'll be honest.
That was a good call. For that's funny. For it's such a beautiful thing that this time of year has become something that it's just giving thanks. You know, we don't have to get caught up in the struggles. We don't have to get caught up in all the things that kind of weigh down our mind on a daily basis, but we could just have a time to be thankful and to reflect. And it's funny how like having a meal makes us even more thankful.
Yeah.
Having full stomachs makes us even more thankful. Having our favorite dish being prepared makes us even more thankful, you know? So I just wanted common sense to have a little time to reflect on what are we thankful for, you know? And so I can start off, you know? I just wanted to have this time to just talk about what we're thankful for. And I know that right now I'm most thankful for my family, man. So thankful for my family. So thankful to be close to my older brother, be close to my nephews, be close to his fiance, be close to my mom. There was a time where I didn't live in California, and now living back in California, it's been so uplifting. So uplifting to be back around my family and people who I'm familiar with, you know. So shout out to the family, shout out to the friends who are family. You know, I'm gonna be back in my hometown on Thanksgiving, and gotta say what's up to all the homies, and gotta say what's up to my grandma and all the people who are still around, all the people who I love, man. So I'm very thankful for family, man, for all my family. What are you thankful for, man?
I'm thankful for family as well. I mean, everyone in my family is, you know, They're always supportive. They're always there. You know, they're always like trying to stay connected, which is what I'm thankful for. I'm thankful for my little sister, because she keeps me grounded in a sense. I told you this before, right? Where it's like my life would be genuinely so different if I didn't have my little sister. I would have like moved across the country by now. I'll be honest. You know, just because you know, being she kind of like makes me stay here. You know what I mean? Which it sounds like, oh, I'm forced to stay here. No, but it's like my life would have been different. I don't think I would be the Christian I am right now. I don't think I would be the person that I am right now, because I'd be a lot more selfish. I'll be honest right now. But then I have to share everything with my little sister. You know, I have to learn to be caring and kind and patient. And you know, you don't get that if you don't have that interaction.
That's right.
So I'm thankful for her. I'm thankful for her to helping me be better. And she's just full of love. She's full of just kindness and joy. And you know, you kind of need that. You kind of need that in like your daily life as an adult, you know, in this world that we're living in. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm thankful for her. And I'm thankful for just being allowed to just live, you know, in this country. As much as we like to trash in this country, as much as we like to just be like, this is going downhill. I mean, things could be a lot worse. And you know what? Hey, amen.
America.
You know what I mean? Like, some things you do wrong, but hey, you know what? It could be worse. And I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful that it's not worse. And I'm thankful to be in this position right now where people would kill to be in my spot.
Right.
Absolutely. And that's, for me, that, you know, it grounds me again, you know, to make sure that, you know, I'm not saying like, oh, what was me? You know what I mean? Because sometimes it's very easy to be what was me. But understanding that, you know, I have a lot of things that people would really wish they would have. So I'm thankful for that. I'm very thankful for that.
Wow. Man, I am, you know, the next thing I'm thankful for, I think I'm very thankful for the Common Sense podcast, in the sense of the fulfillment I get from doing this stuff, man, and the thankful for the audience, obviously, the people watching, the people who are actually tapping in and communicating with this stuff. Thankful for, you know, the friendship we have through it, you know, and the common ground that we found. I found myself really standing by. You brought it up, how your sister gives you you know, she keeps you grounded and stuff. This platform has really kept me grounded with all the things that have been coming out, with the little bits of success I've been seeing with music and things like that. This platform has been something that's really kept me close to God personally, and keeps me on a daily questioning my own faith, my own morality, my own sense of direction, you know, and my own ideals. I don't think I'd be this introspective if I wasn't so focused on common sense. If I wasn't in a mind state of always thinking about, like, where's the balance? Where am I wrong? You know, I've been challenged a lot this year just on character things, you know. You'll see when you're 30, when you're getting closer to what a midlife crisis actually feels like. You don't have a midlife crisis when you're young.
I can tell it's coming though. You know what I mean?
You can feel it. Yeah.
Yeah, you can. I feel it coming. I've been listening to The Weeknd a lot actually as well. I've been listening to The Weeknd, so that just kind of, yeah.
But you know, like, once you get 30, like, you start to reflect on a lot of things, and you start to take more seriously your place in the world. And this platform has really given me a place where I am considering the words coming out of my mouth. I'm considering something that a close family member to me told me was, watch what you say. And if this was 10 years ago, I wouldn't have cared what I said. I would have been out here being wild. I would have been out here getting us demonetized. I'd have been out here, you know, I really didn't care much when I was younger. But now that I'm here I'm blessed to see 30. There's so many people who I know, who I went to high school with, who are no longer here. There's so many people who I grew up with, who are no longer here on this planet. And I feel very blessed to be here. And this platform specifically always keeps me in a place to reflect on these things, and not in a place where, like, I'm just sitting in a room staring at a wall, you know, and not just dreading thinking about these things, but I actually think of these things in a joyful way. I actually see my weaknesses and things. I'm very thankful for them. Very thankful for the things that force me to be humble because it brings me back. It just at this point in my life, it just feels like I've needed this my whole life. I've needed something that keeps me focused on the fact that I'm not perfect, but that just means I can strive towards that middle ground of like, I'm not perfect, but here's the best version of myself, you know?
That's great, bro.
So that's why I'm very grateful for this platform specifically.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. That's great. I'm also very grateful for Funny Hats because, okay, the reason why is because, okay, so you talking, it was very heartfelt, and I felt everything you said. The funny hat, though. It's so funny when someone's being genuine and then they just have a silly hat on. Okay, so the story relating to that is I was in high school and we had like this Disneyland like field trip with my drama teacher, right? And then the trip was great, right? But then at the end of the day, at the end of the field trip to Disneyland, everyone was like late to get on the bus. We left on the bus an hour later than we should have, than when it was scheduled. And then the next day, the drama teacher comes to us and comes to the class and she says, I almost lost my job last night because you guys were not on the bus that early. But she was wearing like a Disney Mickey Mouse hat. And I could not take her seriously. And I was like, I get what you're saying, but like, you look silly. You know what I mean? It's just so, if you're gonna be heartfelt and genuine, not you, I'm just saying, but like in genuine, if you're gonna,
all right, dude, I'll take off.
No. Like if you're gonna scold your kids, take off the funny hat first off. Okay, like that kind of. It's just funny. It just reminded me of that story. I wanted to tell that, but yeah, I am also genuinely very grateful for this podcast. Like I've always wanted a podcast, always wanted like this kind of thing, and like having the opportunity to do this finally. Like this gear was not here. You know what I mean? Like a few months ago.
Right.
And now just having a reason to get this gear is really cool. Having a reason to, you know, speak and for people to like just know us is great. And I'm really thankful for that as well.
Right. I think I'm very grateful for, man, I just don't want to say names, you know, like I don't want, you know,
That's okay.
You really helped me with like locations and stuff like that. Now I'm thinking of that stuff, you know?
Yeah.
I'm very grateful for, I just want to take this time to say I'm very grateful for my dad. Something I've been reflecting on a lot, you know? I'm very grateful for my dad because we had a turbulent past and he wasn't around for a lot of my childhood. But even this sweater right here is a gift from him to me, you know? And so every gift he gives me, I'm very in love with it, you know, because I know that as a kid, I really wanted his presence. I desired his presence, but because of complications with just growing up, things in his life that he was going through, he wasn't around. And so I'm very blessed that now as a grown man, I get to be around my father. I don't think as a child I could have really embraced my dad, even for the things he was going through. Just for the fact that he genuinely loves me. Like if I call him right now, he'll pick up. If I text him, he'll text me back. Like he's somebody who actually wants to like hear from me and wants to be there for me. And being somebody who basically grew up without a dad, you know, like I know how it feels to not have one around.
Absolutely.
And so now that I'm a grown man and I have one, it's so different, you know? As I said, I mentioned that my uncle passed and things like that. So I lost my uncle when I was 17, and years later, while I was living in Albuquerque, New Mexico, I lost another uncle. I was raised by two of them, and losing them meant like really changed the way I view the world and look at things. And then a few years later, I lost my grandfather. That was in 2022. And so being in this position where the men who I would look to for guidance, the men who are like the examples of why I love, why I am who I am, the true men, they're all gone. And it's a very surreal thing. It's a super surreal thing because I don't know who I would be without those guys. but now I have to be that person
Yeah.
without them. And so my father is here, and I can't explain the innate love I have for my father. I can't really explain like how much I still miss him. How much all those feelings of wanting him around as a child are still in me as a grown man. And it's the weirdest thing. I think there's something for a boy to their dad. There's something about that that's so like powerful, and you can't like replace it, and you can't get rid of it. Even if you separate that kid from their dad, like you can't get rid of it. It's very spiritual, obviously. Obviously, you know, God the Father and things like that. For all you who are Christian, you know, there's such a strong connection that we have to our dads that it cannot be extinguished. It cannot be removed. And I think that's one of the reasons I'm so grateful for my father. I'm so grateful to just have him around. So grateful.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, so I think it goes for both ways, like for daughters and sons. Like if you are a daughter missing your mother, like you're gonna feel, you know, weird. You know what I mean? Like you don't have that role model, a womanly figure, you know, to help role model like what does it mean to be a woman? You know what I mean? Not in the sense of like gender roles or anything like that, but like just like to be able to relate to somebody. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like for me, it would be really cool, you know, to have like my own son. But then I look at my brother who has a daughter now, and you know, I wonder how that's gonna feel for him, as well as you know, the daughter growing up. The mother's there, so like, you know, it's an interesting dynamic, but that's true. Yeah, if you're missing somebody, you know, it's gonna affect you, you know, and how you develop as a person. You know what I mean?
And it's such a crazy thing that missing feeling, because I think we always have that, right? Like we always need a sense of fulfillment. People always need that. But when it's like a longing for someone else, it's kind of indescribable. It's kind of like it's very unique also, because we all feel it, I think, but it's unique because my connection to my dad doesn't fulfill you. Doesn't fulfill, and it won't fulfill anyone else the way it'll fulfill me.
Yeah.
And it's such an interesting experience, man. And that's why I bring up why I'm grateful for my dad.
Yeah.
Because even at this point, him being alive on this earth drives me to be a better man. Drives me to want to be a better son. Drives me to want to try to like spread that love that I get from just the idea of him being here.
Yeah.
You know, so shout out to you, Dad. I love you, Dad.
Amen, bro.
And I love you too, Mom. My mom's also around, you know. So,
yeah.
I'm gonna just throw that in because my mom raised me.
From the sons to the mothers, we love you. Yeah.
They got a whole Mother's Day episode.
Yeah, you got a whole Mother's.
Yeah, there's season 1. Go back and watch that. We shouted out our moms. But yeah, I just want to take that time because I'm very thankful for my dad, man. Absolutely. Anything else you're thankful for?
Yeah, I mean, same here. I mean, I'm very lucky to have a very great dad. I think he genuinely loves all of his kids so much, and he does his very best. You know what I mean? And I'm so grateful to have that, because again, not everyone has that. You know, and knowing that, I have to be like, sometimes I'll be like, Dad, please, you're doing too much. Maybe like, Dad, please, I don't want to work on Saturday. Don't make me work on Saturday. And then sometimes, you know, it can get annoyed at your dad. But then, you know, I realize it's always like people could kill to have this, and I'm complaining. You know what I mean? And so to me, it's humbling. To me, that's like, you know what? I'm thankful for my dad. You know, he's you know, he's not obviously not a perfect human being. No one is, but he's a great dad, and I'm thankful for him as well.
That's beautiful, man.
Yeah.
That's beautiful, man. But we keep going on thanks, man. But I think that's where we'll wrap it up right there. Just
wait, what?
The episode? You want to keep going? No, on thanks.
Just on thanks? Oh, yeah. Okay.
Just on giving thanks.
No, yeah. We're fine.
Just on giving.
I was going to transition to my segment for Thanksgiving. Top 5 Thanksgiving foods.
Let's get it.
I'm very excited for this segment.
Let's get it.
What happened?
I'm excited. Let's get it.
You're just staring at
Yeah,
the.
I know. I'm just thinking of I haven't made my list. But
Okay.
it's kind of we're in the opposite direction now, where I had my top 10 candies. You didn't. Now
Yeah.
I'll respond to yours.
So I got my top. I only know about like 5-ish foods for Thanksgiving, which is like the traditional 5 basically. So I'm gonna do my best to just sort them in the order that I think.
Okay.
Okay. Number 5, it won't be in like a specific order until I get to like number 1 or 2, because those are my number 1 is very specific, and there's a reason for that. My number 5. Okay, hold on. I only know 3 Thanksgiving foods actually.
What are they?
The 3 Thanksgiving foods that I know about are turkey, ham, and mashed potatoes. Those are the ones I know about right now.
Yeah, I mean, I know.
Are there any 2 more? Is there 2 more?
Cranberry.
Cranberry?
It's also like
I've never had that.
Yeah, cranberry sauce. That's a Christmassy thing too.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also Thanksgiving. There's pies. So not just pumpkin pie, which is my favorite thing.
I've never had pie.
But there's also sweet potato pie, apple pie. You know, I think those are the 3 that you always get.
Yeah.
On Thanksgiving. And then macaroni and cheese
Never ate macaroni on Thanksgiving.
You never had macaroni and cheese on Thanksgiving?
At all, I guess. I've never had macaroni and cheese.
that pause for dramatic effect on that, because you've never had macaroni and cheese?
No. It just
wow.
I've never been a cheese guy. Other than pizza, I don't want to eat all gooey cheese.
Wow. That's a revelation. Thank you for letting me know that.
It all makes sense now.
Yes, we're figuring out things about Adrian we never thought we'd figure out.
Yeah. I'm just very picky. I'll just sort my top 3 because I don't know 2 more foods that I can actually rank. My top 3 from number 3 would be turkey. Turkey's really good. You know, it's top 3, I guess, because it's the only thing I ever. Turkey's good. I like turkey. If I could have more of turkey throughout the year, I would. You know. Number 2, mashed potatoes. Mashed potatoes are pretty good. I love mashed potatoes. They're awesome. Number 3, ham. Honey smoked ham, bro.
That was gonna be my number 1.
Wait, that's number 3? I said number 1. My number 1 is honey smoked ham.
That's actually my favorite thing on Thanksgiving as well. Ham is the number 1 dog for me.
The ham is delicious. It's so good. Like I always get like a couple slices of it. We always get the giant hams, you know, just slice it up. Yeah, that's my top 3 Thanksgiving foods. All right, what about you?
Smoked ham. Oh my gosh, smoked ham is without a doubt on the list. So I'm gonna say it's for number 5. I'm gonna go with cornbread, because I think cornbread is so amazing. Cornbread is it's needed, but you know, I can change up cornbread for like a Hawaiian roll too. I think Hawaiian rolls are underrated. They go with everything on your plate on Thanksgiving. So I'll go with just cornbread for the sake of that. Then I'll actually try to give you 5 because I'm a fat boy. So there's cornbread. Then I'm gonna go with a very specific food. It's my Tia Irene's macaroni salad. Hers specifically, her macaroni salad is one of my favorite things to eat on Thanksgiving. Then we're gonna go with the traditional 3. Turkey don't make my list, bro.
Oh wow,
not turkey. Fried turkey's bomb though. I've only had it at one Thanksgiving, so that's why it's not on my list. But I'm gonna go with mashed potatoes at number 3, for sure. Mashed potatoes, and that can be changed up. You know, like it can be very hard. I also like diced potatoes. You know, so I'll take either one on my plate.
Yeah,
are good during Thanksgiving. Number 2 is macaroni and cheese, which is, I can't believe you don't like macaroni and cheese. But I love the combination of it. And then I love the soul food style of making mac and cheese, where it's not so gooey, but it's like a chunk of
Interesting.
It's like you cut it and it looks like a casserole more than it looks like a gooey pile of cheese, which I get it. I like the gooey pile of cheese, but that chunk macaroni is delicious.
So wait, is cornbread like a Thanksgiving food, or is it just served for you?
It is a Thanksgiving food. Always the rolls, dinner rolls, you know, like it's always something.
Mm-hmm.
But cornbread specifically tastes so good with macaroni and cheese. It tastes so good with everything. It tastes great with everything in your casseroles, whatever the I love a green bean casserole personally from the homegirl Tara. Oh, green bean casserole is amazing, but it goes great with cornbread. Even turkey. Making a
Okay.
turkey sandwich with cornbread is
Okay. I think if we're gonna consider cornbread a Thanksgiving food, I think I'll put that above maybe mashed potatoes. So it's turkey, mashed potatoes, cornbread, and then ham.
I'm glad I can challenge your life.
Cornbread's awesome. I love cornbread. I just never considered it a Thanksgiving food. I don't think I've had it on Thanksgiving. Yeah, I've never considered Thanksgiving. I've never considered cornbread a Thanksgiving food. But like, if we're considering it, that yeah, sure.
If it's on my plate at Thanksgiving, ooh, it's like a love. So that's why I have cornbread on there because I kind of need it. If I went somewhere and there's not like a cornbread or Hawaiian roll, I'll be like,
Interesting.
because I don't get a mashed stuff the way I like it.
Okay.
The turkey sandwich with the mashed potato in the middle, with cornbread at like it's.
I've never had it like that actually. I'll try that. I'll try that this time.
Yeah,
for
we
sure.
gotta get down. And then number one is the ham. You know, the smoked ham. I have my tia who makes it every year. It's one of the best things to do. She can get store bought or she can get like she's done a lot of different things and it's so good. And then there's a place called the Baked Ham. I'm forgetting. There's the name of a restaurant. I think it's the Baked Smoked Ham, something like that. But I was in Albuquerque, New Mexico. My first Thanksgiving in Albuquerque, New Mexico. We went to this specific ham place. Oh, it was so well.
Oh,
It was
wow.
so delicious, and that's where the ham dominated the turkey. After that, you know, I was like, I don't even want turkey. Like if you see my plate at Thanksgiving, turkey will be non-existent and not even on the plate.
Wow.
But you know, if you have the right mashed potatoes, the right stuff, if you fry your turkey, I can consider it, and I can definitely get down on
I
it.
need to try fried turkey. Is it like just fried chicken or like
It's like its own unique thing, man.
interesting?
It's better than the traditional way of making. Do you like turkey like the traditional way, or you've only ever had it? Have you ever had like how do they make the turkey? Is it in the bag? Have you ever seen
I
how they
think
make
it's in
it?
the bag. You know, it's like you cut it like chicken. You know, like it's like so you get like the roast chicken from like Costco or something like that kind of thing. You know?
Right. The traditional style.
Yeah,
of
traditional.
turkey.
Okay, yeah, traditional.
Yeah, traditional turkey tastes too dry to me.
It's dry. I could see that for sure. But if they make it juicy, sometimes it's juicy and it's like ooh.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So that juiciness is so what makes the turkey bomb.
Yeah.
And a fried turkey is so juicy. It's crazy. It changes the taste, it changes the texture, it changes the smell. It smells different. Everything about it
Interesting.
is fried turkey is the
I'll-
true MVP.
I would like to try that at some point.
Oh yeah, we got to get our hands on that. We got to
Definitely. Dude, common sense Thanksgiving.
common sense Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving
needs
episode
to
would be
happen.
crazy.
We need to actually have a common sense Thanksgiving. That's a good idea.
That'd be cool.
That's in the works. Let
All
us know
right.
if you want to come through.
All right, that's pretty cool then. Those are top. What is it? Top five, five for you, and top three for
Yeah.
me, or top four for me.
I didn't even have a list. You just got my fat boy instinct. on, bro.
Bruh.
You just got me up for that. It's like I got it. Yeah.
Okay. So, something that happened today actually was a new trailer for the Sonic 3 movie.
Oh, there's a new trailer out.
Yeah, it came out. It's so funny. I loved it. I'll have you watch it. You know what? Let's just watch it right now. We're gonna cut it, and then I'll have Peter's reaction. I want to show you the trailer to it because it's really funny.
I'm very excited for Sonic 3, by the way. Like,
Did you see the first two?
yes.
You did?
Yeah, and they're above blew my expectations away. I'm always scared for movies nowadays because I feel like they're ruining old movies.
Mhm.
But Sonic is
Sonic
one of
has
the
been really
movies
good.
they've done right. And even the Knuckles show I liked. I liked everything
I
from
don't think
that
I've seen the
universe.
Knuckles show.
It's a lot of people didn't like it, but
Mhm.
it is on Apple TV.
I think it's on Paramount Plus
Yes, there you go. You got it.
because they're made by Paramount.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's on Paramount Plus, and it's a good watch. It's
do
long
you-
episodes.
Do you remember the first Sonic design, like when it first came out?
Terrible.
Yeah.
I think that's part of the reason I wasn't so hyped for it too. Is
Yeah.
how bad the design looked, but they fixed it very well.
I wonder how they came to that conclusion. Like, and then they decided to put it out. I don't know how do you come to that conclusion?
I think that's an example of how the internet actually improved something. Because when the internet saw that Sonic design, they went crazy. I went crazy. I hated it too.
Yeah.
And it's cool how they flipped it. Because when the movie came out, I was like, oh, that looks way better than what they're doing.
Absolutely. And okay. We're gonna cut it. I'm gonna show Peter the actual trailer. The last bit of him jumping on Santa Claus was so funny to me in the morning. I was like, I was giggling.
Dude, it's so good. That actually looks amazing. I don't like to watch trailers, but since we're doing that, I'll watch trailer. But the more I see Keanu Reeves in that role as Shadow, the more I'm convinced he's gonna be great.
Yeah.
And the more I see Jim Carrey as Eggman getting fat, the more I'm satisfied with him playing the role. And I think I was always scared of Jim Carrey taking on this role because there's not a lot with Eggman to work. He's just a villain.
Yeah.
And Jim Carrey kind of overdoes some stuff in my opinion sometimes.
I think he's fine.
But as Eggman, he's been incredible.
Yep.
So far, he's been incredible. I had a lot of reservations when the first Sonic movie came out.
Yeah.
But since it's come out, it's been one of my favorite new movies to be out.
I think it's really cool how in the beginning, like, he didn't feel too much like Eggman. But then as the series has gone forward, like, he's becoming Eggman as it goes forward. And it's really cool. I like that a lot.
Yeah. It's so cool how it's been a fun movie, but like it has enough seriousness to it where it's like you're invested in the family story it's telling. It's such a beautiful movie.
Mm-hmm. I think my one gripe with the movie is that I've talked about this before, is the animation when it comes to their mouths moving as they talk. It's just not always correctly animated, so it always bugs me. I'm looking at them talking. It's like I can't do it obviously, but it's like the mouth doesn't always match like the tone of their voice. The tone of their voice.
I'll say that
I
again.
did. So, their mouth doesn't always attach. Their mouth doesn't always match the tone of their voice, which it does bug me a little bit. But it's still a great movie. I do enjoy it a lot.
Yeah, and I think they're only getting better.
Absolutely.
Because I loved all that, like all the scenes of them three interacting too. Like such a good movie that you see three CGI characters interacting, and it's dope.
Yeah.
And then it's Idris Elba as Knuckles. Like he's so funny. It's so much more funny than I thought he could be in that role. So it's impressive. Honestly, the movie's impressive. So the hype train for Sonic starts here. Yeah. Maybe it doesn't start here. It's been going. But
speaking of movies made about video games, there's another one. Have you not seen it at all? You don't know what I'm referring to?
Talk about Minecraft.
The Minecraft movie.
Of course, or yeah.
Yeah. Since we're just on the topic, have you seen the trailer at all?
I haven't.
Not even the first one?
No.
No? What do you think about it? So what do you think at all?
I don't know if Minecraft needs a movie, but
does anything need a movie, first off?
Sonic is, do you see that? It's actually very good as a movie, and it's been a cartoon. But
did we need a Sonic movie?
I would say yes. Just because there's certain, like the Mario, we see Super Mario Bros. How good that movie did.
I don't like that movie. We'll get into that after, but
yeah, I love that movie. It's still weird. I think they did a lot of weird things with it, but I think it was a good use of it. But like, do we need a Super Smash Bros. Movie? No, we don't. But you know what's coming?
Super Smash Bros. I don't think movie? So. I don't think so. At least
they're gonna make one.
I don't think at least within the next 3 to 4 years we won't get one.
In 2 years we're gonna have a Super Smash Bros. Movie, and they're trying to do a world of Nintendo on screen.
Know? Are you sure?
Yeah.
I know they're building.
That's what the Mario movie was the test for.
I don't know if they're gonna build like a Nintendo Cinematic Universe, but I think they'll do a Mario Cinematic Universe.
It's Illumination that's doing it.
Yeah.
So they want to have like,
I guess,
a bunch of their own stuff, and I'm excited for when they get the Metroid movie going. They have Metroid needs a movie. Samus Aran is unknown to a whole generation. Samus Aran.
Aaron? Samus Aran.
Samus Aran, whatever you want. I think it's Aaron.
I never pronounced it actually, so that's the first time I actually pronounced it.
Yeah, usually just Samus. But Samus Aran is absent to a whole generation of people. Sonic was known, but I think the movie's given the character new life.
Absolutely.
Whereas Mario didn't need new life. I think
Mario does not need.
That's one of my main gripes with the Super Mario movie is the characters are alive and well today.
Yeah.
The video games are everything's loved about the character. So why do we need this movie to be like a whole different interpretation of the character? I don't think it was a necessary movie, but the success of it shows like oh yeah, we needed more family friendly movies that could capture that audience, you know?
Have we discussed this in the podcast yet? The
No,
Mario
we
movie?
haven't. We haven't talked
I'm gonna
about.
say this right here.
Super Mario.
I hate the Mario movie. Okay, I don't hate it. It's like a 2 out of 10 for me. It's like a 2 out of 10.
Wow.
I only say that I only have that strong emotion because of the strong emotion. I only have a negative opinion about the Mario movie because of the amount of positive opinions about the Mario movie. I have to counterbalance that because I cannot allow you guys to roam free. Okay. My reasoning about such a low rating of the Mario movie is because the dialogue is so garbage. Like,
wow.
you can't go to Bowser. He's so powerful and scary. You can't do that. He's gonna eat you alive. And like, no, I'll do anything to protect you, princess. It's so lame, bro. It's such a lame dialogue script, dude. I hate it so much. Like, I watched it once and I'm like, okay, I'm okay with never watching this again. It's pretty. It's got good animation. I give you that. The dialogue is so absolute garbage. I have to say that.
Wow.
It just is.
We're learning so much about you today in this episode, from macaroni and cheese to Mario. Wow, this is enlightening to who you really are. Oh my God, I didn't know you had.
I hate the Mario movie, yeah.
I didn't know you had all this inside you.
Yeah,
like,
I have opinions, bro. What do you mean?
Hateful opinion.
Full of it. I'm full of hate.
There's
No.
so much hate in you. And it's very impressive. But at least there's some love for Sonic in there and stuff.
Sonic's great.
Yeah. That's amazing, man. Wow.
So what do you think about the Mario movie though? Like what?
The Mario movie is like very lighthearted, and I think that's why I love it. I think that's
fair.
why I love the movie. I think that's why I'm for it. It's only like a 7 or an 8 out of 10 for me. It's not perfect by any light.
You gave Spider-Verse Across the Spider-Verse like an 8.5.
Yeah, 8.5.
That's insulting. When
I don't think it's much better than the Mario movie. In my
That's
opinion.
insane.
But you know, like again, yeah, that's why we'd have to really get into that. Is I don't think neither one of those movies are like the Lion King, the original Lion King movie, trumps those two movies. Like not even close. Like these movies, story wise, character wise, don't even touch it.
I don't think I haven't seen them. I've seen it, but like it's been like years, decades. I can't.
Yeah, so I have a whole like Toy Story for me in my heart is like a 10 out of 10 animation movie. You know, like so.
I think it's. Were you a kid when those were released? See, those were just there for me my entire life.
I understand.
So like I can't relate. You know.
Exactly. So like that's why the Mario movie, I don't think it's very special. I think has its flaws, but like it's a movie that I sit down with my nephews and stuff and enjoy. It's a movie I could throw on in the background and have no gripe. I won't even hate on it. And that's the same way it is with the Across the Spider-Verse as well. I won't hate on it. We play it all the time in this house. We watched Across the Spider-Verse last week. So
Cool.
I don't have a hatred towards any of these movies, you know. I do have my opinions, very strong opinions. But I think with the Mario movie, what makes it special is that it brought the character a whole different side, and it shows that character has more range. It can get a whole different actor to play it, and it can work. It can bring its little side characters like Toad to life. It can do all that stuff. It's really cool. I can agree to you to an extent about the dialogue, though. There is parts of it I hate, but I think I like Jack Black in it. I think I like.
He's fun.
Yeah,
That was great.
there's a lot of fun playing. I love Chris Pratt. Chris Pratt is somebody I love as an actor and everything.
I don't think he did anything special in that role though. I don't know. I don't think he like.
It could potentially be a miscasting in my opinion too. I think you could have found somebody else to be Mario better, because the Mario that I know is not that Mario, that movie. That's a totally different Mario.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I like the movie, but that's why I'm saying 7 or 8. You know, I've never really broke it down critically, and I've never felt the need to criticize that movie.
Yeah.
I think it's a very lighthearted movie. They give all these all the Nintendo fans, people who played Mario Kart and things like that. I think we love, love that stuff,
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's why I rate it what I rate it. Is because it's not an offensive movie, and it's not a bad movie. So that's what I would say. But 2 out of 10 is, for you, that's a terrible movie.
Yeah. I mean, a movie can be pretty, but like if I'm not having fun in this story, if these characters are not really real to me, then it's like I don't want to watch this. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I watched it once in theaters. It was pretty. It was cool. Whatever. I don't want to watch it again. If you put it on right now, I'd walk out. I'd be like, okay, I'm gone. I don't want to watch this. Just because it's the dialogue. It's anime level. I'm sorry, I don't mean to diss you. It's anime level dialogue with like $1 million patched onto that from like Nintendo. It's very safe. It's very like. I get that it's like, oh, it's a movie for kids, but it's like I don't want to give my kids this kind of content. There's so many better like films with better dialogue and animation. Not animation. Animation's pretty good, but like much better stories that I would give my kids rather than that movie.
That is incredible. We'll definitely touch on the Super Mario movie more in depth. I think we're gonna have to do that because I'll even watch it critically and break it down.
Patreon episode coming out.
Super Mario movie. But on that note, I think we're gonna wrap it up there. I want to thank you for bringing this awesome Elf hat. Elf is an incredible movie. Go watch it if you haven't. What are you doing?
Oh wait, one more thing. It was funny because at work, my dad made me, because my dad, he runs like a business where we manage properties and stuff like that. And so one of the clients that my dad works with, he asked my dad to put up an Elf statue. Have you seen those at like Home Depot and stuff? Yeah. I had to put that together. It's so funny because one of the voice lines when it activates is just like him screaming Santa, oh my gosh, but like the microphone quality is kind of weird, so like once you walk in he just screams at you, like it's so funny. And then it's like the lifeless eyes of the robot. It's funny, but yeah.
That's beautiful. Yeah, you gotta record it. I gotta hear it.
All right.
But yeah, it's been a fun time, man. I'm very, very, very happy with being able to shoot another one with you, man. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody out there, to all the viewers. Merry Christmas for sure. If we don't get another Christmas episode, which I'm very much hoping we do, I'll bring my nice little Deadpool Christmas sweater out and we can get fully festive.
Yeah.
You know? We can get really into it, and yeah, it would be awesome to have a Christmas episode, but love to all you guys out there in Common Sense Land. Is there anything you want to say to the audience before we go?
Have a good last month of the year. Have a good new year if we don't get another episode out by the end of the year. All right. See ya.
Bye. Love you all. Later.
Episode.